Hello everyone, we're going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Classified Series retro carded Sergeant Stalker. If my voice sounds a little different, it's because I am just coming off of having a really bad chest cold and my throat is just very, very messed up right now. So that's why I'm sounding a little more quiet, a little more dull than usual. But I still want to get a video out. So here is the Sergeant Stalker figure on the retro card. This figure looks very nice just looking at it on the packaging here. It's a modernization of the original 80s packaging there. He's got the tiger stripe look, everything, all the accessories on here. On the back here, little file card read up. Sergeant Stalker, Wilkinson, Lonzo R. Role Ranger, primary specialty infantry, secondary specialty medic interpreter, birthplace Detroit, Michigan. Generals may win campaigns, but it's the sergeants who win the battles, mostly by yelling and kicking butt. Functions well under stress, under high stress situations. Intelligent, perceptive, moves like some sort of jungle cat. Silent, fast, strong. And you can see the other figures that are in this line, all of which I have and will be doing reviews for, including the Cobra Troopers here. But yeah, there's Stalker. Let's get him out. And here we have Sergeant Stalker out of the packaging, and I love this figure. I think he looks really good. I don't know if I like it more than I like the first release with the darker colors. This one, to be exact. I don't know if I like it more, but I think I might. I might like the more vibrant colors, the more vibrant greens more. I do have some nitpicks, and I do have some problems, which we'll talk about here in a second. But Stalker is such an important Joe and one of the original 13. And he was effectively the leader of the whole Joes before, Duke came along or or Hawk. Because at that point, Hawk was he was like a private or something. Like he was like real low in the terms of the totem pole, but Stalker was up real high, and it's great to see him again in this line with the classic colors. I love that they're doing this in the retro line. They're taking the original 13 and they're bringing them back. They had the Scarlet one, they had the excuse me, Scarlet one, the Snake Eyes one, the Rock and Roll one, and today, because I'm filming this on February 1st, today they showed off the new Breaker, the new one that is based off of the original design, which I will 100% be getting because I need a Breaker. My only complaint with that one is that he doesn't have the bubble gum, but no, whatever. I will definitely get them because I 100% need a Breaker. So having more of the original 13 look like the original 13 from the original toy line, I think is excellent. I like the modernization of a lot of the ones, but just having them in their original looks does so much. So let's take them with the spinny base here real quick. Now looking at Stalker up a little closer, you can see the vibrant greens of his beret, of his uniform. The blacks on his straps and boots are a much darker black, like a blacker black compared to this one, which is more of a green, more of a dark green. This is straight black. This is all this gear, and I think it looks way better. It pops a lot better. This is like 100% reuse from the first release figure, which is fine because that's a really good figure. That original Stalker is an excellent figure. So having it just again is not a bad thing, if you ask me. It's a really good figure, so getting it again is always good. Now, granted, that one you can get that original Stalker for dirt cheap, basically anywhere. I've seen you can find him on Amazon for $10, but not a lot of people want that one. Some people want the classic look. Some people want the dark green stripes with the brighter green torso and everything. My only complaint is that I wish his head sculpt was different, because this Stalker looks like an old man. And that's fine, but original Stalker had kind of a younger guy look. He was definitely he was in his 30s. This Stalker looks like he's in his 50s. You can really see it in the smile lines and everything like that. So I feel like this was a prime opportunity to just do one thing and just give him a new head sculpt. That's it. That's it. If you just given him a new head sculpt, this would have been a completely great release. This would have been one of the better ones. But now it's just well, it's a Stalker again, but he's a little more green. So, like, whatever. It's nothing crazy. Even all of his accessories are the same, including the knife in the sheath here, including the pistols in the holster here with the suppressor, the exact same one that he has for the original release. And his weapons are also the same, which we will get at soon here. But taking the little beret off here, we can get a closer look at the head sculpt here. There's a scar running down the side of his head, which I don't know if it's a reference to anything, but it looks cool. The very classic shortcut for his hair, very military issue. His head can look up that far, can look down that far. It is on a dumbbell joint on the neck and the top of the head there. Ab crunch, like so. Can go down about that far. Straps kind of get in the way a little bit. Can go back about that far. Straps still get in the way a bit. Butterfly joints here. The upper body, like the torso joints, are like real tight. Like these joints up high are real tight. Throw 360 with the shoulder there. Up, swivel. 360 at the bicep. Double jointed pinless arms, which again are very tight. The hands can go down like that, but it's really tight just based on the like shape of the arm there. It kind of doesn't allow for a lot of it. The left hand here can go in and out. Both are trigger finger hands. There is a ball joint here at the waist, so you get a lot of motion there. Drop down hips right there. Swivel at the upper thigh. Double jointed pinless knees, which again are also very tight. This figure has very, very tight joints. Like that. He cannot kick his own butt, but still. Swivel here at the calf. Foot can go up that far, can go down that far. Swivel the foot there. So yeah, that's the articulation for Stalker. As for his accessories, they're exactly the same as the original one. Literally everything is exactly the same. There's nothing different about it. But we can look at them a little closer. We can grab his LMG here, his very big gun here, and look at it. It's exactly the same. However, this one is worse because it's got that new crap, terrible plastic they've been using. That really, really bad plastic that I've been complaining about for like over a year now? It's on this one too. It's way worse. If I grab the original one, which I had gung-ho holding, you can tell this one is way better in terms of plastic. Like literally you put them side by side, you can like see it. I don't even know, like you can just see the difference. This one's like a bit of a darker plastic, but it's just, this is so much better. And I'm like, how did you guys get worse at this? How did it become worse? What did you do? Was the swap? Did you switch to a different plastic and it's just so much worse now? I don't know, but it is genuinely upsetting how many of these figures, really, really good figures, really solid figures, are completely ruined by the accessories being just the worst. Just the worst plastic imaginable. How many times it happens? This one included. This friggin' rifle, which is so soft I could like probably chew on it like bubble gum. We've had this before 1,000 times. I have like 4 of these specific rifles, and they're super tough. They're super solid. They don't bend or warp or wibble and wobble. Like this is the same one that came with the Stalker, the first release, and like the 3 that came with those the Duke and the Ram cycle, the Tiger Force ones. Like sure, it might get like stuck in like one position, might get a little stiff, but you hit that with some water, it warms up fine. It'll just, you can soften it right back. But with these super soft, like these super soft ones right here, if you put them under warm water to try and warp them, it's gonna melt. And I know that because I did that once, because I tried to warm up the like baseball bat that came with Buzzer, because it was just like super warped and out of place. And I did, and I almost ended up pulling it like apart, like the plastic apart, because that's how warped it was. So I don't know. It's just, it sucks because I know that they can do better and they're not. That's the worst part, is that we know for a fact that these can be done better and they're just not. And I know they're fixing it now, or at least they say they're fixing it now. I've seen some figures that are better now, not all of them, but like that still sucks because it's still like a $25 figure. So if just the figure is fine and the accessories suck, it kind of takes down the quality of the entire figure. Like it really blows. But yeah, those are the weapons that he comes with here. He's got a holster here for his backpack. So I got off on that tangent there. He's got a pistol here, which we've seen 900 times and is also softer than usual. Suppressor goes in the pistol just like so. We've seen this thing 1,000 times. I think literally every single character has this exact same pistol setup now. It's got a knife right here, a very thick knife, and of course his beret. So yeah, those are the accessories that come with Stalker. Now, before we move on to size comparison, which we will momentarily, there is something that I want to do. I want to take the original Stalker figure, this right here, which, you know, there's a little size comparison for you. I want to take this guy's hat, his beret, take it off this one, and put this hat on. And I think that looks a lot better. Because if you look on a lot of the original Stalker figures and like art or whatever, he wears the green, this color green uniform with this green beret. So you put that on there, and I think you've got basically a pitch. Oh, there he goes. He went down. You do it like that, and you've got yourself basically a pitch perfect Sergeant Stalker. And I think it's just perfect. It looks just perfect like that. You can really tell if I take this like little tiny Stalker that I have, like this real itty bitty one, put them side by side. Yeah, that's pretty perfect. That's pretty good. So yeah, this will probably be how he looks for good now. Now, as for size comparison, here is Stalker. I gave him one of the M16s, the various M16s that they have now in the line, because I feel like it just looks better. Next to fellow OG13 and also fellow RetroCard member, Scarlet. And they look very good together. Again, just happy to continue to build out just more and more of those original 13. We're getting more and more by the day. We're getting more and more by the day. Here he is next to another, I believe he's a Green Beret. We have Beachhead right here, who he shares mostly all of the mold pieces with. Basically the exact same figure, except, you know, Beachhead's got some different gear, but still largely the same figure, including the same pistol. Everyone's got that pistol now. Everyone's got it. Of course, what collection would be complete without Snake Eyes here, who is consistently the shortest guy of all the Joes that I have, and I just think that's really funny. I think it's really funny how he's consistently the shortest one. See, there he is next to Snake Eyes. And of course, the commander himself, fellow wavemate, I believe, Cobra Commander, who just looks good no matter who you put him with. Literally, you can put him next to anybody and he would look amazing, because this Cobra Commander is just the best. Just the best. Genuinely the best figure released in 2024. I don't care what you say. It's the best figure released in 2024. I don't care what you say. It's the best one. It's just the best one. So yes, there is Sergeant Stalker. I almost said Stargent. Sergeant Stalker. And he is really good. Just really good re-release of an already really good figure. So if you didn't have the original Stalker, you can probably still just get that one. I'll be honest. Yeah, you can still get that one pretty cheap. This is a good one. This is a good one to get if you missed out on that original release. Again, just such a shame how consistently terrible, just consistently awful the plastic is for these weapons. Just ruins any good figure by proxy of it being in the same set. Just completely ruins it. So I really hope in 2025, with the new wave that just got announced today, that they fix it. Just fix it, guys. Come on. You did it right the first time around. Do it again right now. Like, come on. It would make literally every single figure better in every single way if you just fixed it. Just fix it. I know it's not as simple as that, but come on. These figures are $25. Throw us a bone here. So yeah, there is Stalker. If you want him, you can pick him up basically anywhere. It's not like a store exclusive or anything. It's one of the retro cards ones, so you can probably find it anywhere. But yeah, thank you so very much. If you liked this, please like, comment, subscribe. Everything that needs to get done for me to keep doing these videos that I love to make. I'll see you next time. Happy G.I. Joe Day. Yo, Joe.